Right, guys. So in this video, you'll see that I've added all my furnishings into the house. So all bedrooms, my bedrooms have got all their furnishings. You'll notice that in the previous videos when I've shown you my freehand like this, you can see there's a lot of difference. So I've added in extra things because the spacing wasn't as exact in terms of my floor plan, my freehand. And I'm assuming you guys are going to run into something similar to me where things have changed in terms of size and scale. So what I've done here is I've actually added in two lounges because I ended up having so much space along this aspect of these two long containers. So I've got a lounge here that looks over part of the view with a fireplace area in the corner. So that's like your sort of fireplace lounge just for chilling. And then I've added one in here with the TV. So this is kind of your TV chill out space. And then I've got my dining room here looking out over into the patio, which we need to add in this video. And then my kitchen stayed pretty much the same. You might think that that might get in the way, that couch there. So you could just have one triple couch here. But in this case, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, and really I've got four people that could stay in the cottage, hence why I've kept it. All right, so in this video, what we will do is we will add the patio in, and we're going to solid fill the walls. So the patio, depending on, it's entirely up to you. I'm just going to use my, keep the container command on because we want that thicker line. And I'm just going to start at the end here, and we're going to open it up as long as you feel is necessary. Don't worry about it overlapping on the window. So at this point, I've got it 3 meters, which is a fair patio. So I'm going to go with 3 meters by whatever that distance is there. I think if I come around all the way there, the distance is 1190. In fact, it's probably better just to go ahead and use the line command. So I'm going to come off 3, make sure my perpendicular is on. I'm going to come off 3000 because that's 3 meters. So let's try that again. 3000, enter. And then just drag that across until it comes into contact with that wall. So there's patio 1. And then if we have a look at my freehand, I've got another patio that runs almost the length of this side here. So in terms of the length of a car awning, we can quickly go have a look here. So you can see my research there. Car awning specs. So let's go look at images if we can see specs, car awning, not car awning, sorry, car patios, not car, what is the word we're looking for here? Car cover specs. And I'm wrong again. What have I called it? Carport. So let's try that again. Carport specs. There we go. And you'll see we get given specs, so we can open that. That's one. So we got 504 centimeters. So that's 5 meters by 3 meters. So let's go ahead and do that, which is nice because it lines up with my 3 meter patio. So 5 by 3. So I'm going to come off here. I'm going to go 3 this way. So 3,000. I'm going to go 5 this way. 5,000. Enter. That's my carport. Right, and then from there on, it's my patio. Okay, so I'm going to click that, come all the way in line. I've got my perpendicular on, so I can hover over that and snap. And there's my patio. So carport and patio sorted. Right. I can go and add things in. You can go and add little supports in over here if you want to make it a little bit more realistic than to what I have. Okay, so patios are in, carport is in, and now I'm going to show you how to create a solid fill for your wall. So you're going to type in the word solid, right? Sorry, let me do that again. Solid fill. That's it. Solid fill hatch is what you want. Right. And while we're there, you'll see everything's changed at the top of the screen. It's given us some options for editing. So what I'll do here is I'm going to go to the color. So we want a solid fill, and I want my color to be black. So if I come in here, you'll see I should be able to solid fill in these walls. So that color isn't exactly what I want. Oh, there we go. The reason why that color is gray is because my hatch transparency is right up. So I'm going to bring my hatch transparency all the way down, and I'm going to now carry on, and I'm going to, well, there shouldn't have been an overlapping line there, but I'm going to keep going around. If it says a closed boundary cannot be determined, you'll see it shows me there, nowhere else, and even there. So what I'm going to do here is there's a sneaky little way to fix this. I'm going to take the rectangle command in container, and I'm going to take that spacing, and I'm going to close it off, right? And then I'm going to trim. So kind of like adding lines on lines, not brilliant, a little bit tardy, but I'm going to repeat that command, the rectangle command, and come in here. There we go. Trim out this little section over here, right? And now I should be able to go to my solid fill again. So solid fill. Let's try that again. So we're going to go solid fill hatch. Should have remembered my previous request in terms of, there we go. And I can go around now and keep adding. And should you have the boundary problem where it can't find the boundary, and while I'm in here, I'm going to go do the rest of it. Yeah, if it doesn't pick up a boundary, you can do the same thing I did where you just add a rectangle, trim out the certain section, and you will be good to go. Okay, there we go again. So one more time, I'm going to go home here, take my rectangle command, come in there, and then come all the way across to here. New rectangles in, so I can go solid fill again, click, and I should be good for a boundary there. Perfect. Right, and then go click in there. There we go. So my walls have got solid fill, so you can see that they stand out quite nicely. As opposed to the rest of the property. So I can actually see, you can even see where I've joined, you can see where I've joined containers together, which is also quite nice. Right, so what I'll do now is I'm going to add some annotations, right? So I'm going to add a text. So I'll click in here, right? And I'm going to type in fact, because we 1:1, we're going to quickly go create an annotation. So I'm going to click on this, and we're going to click on, I'm going to create a new one, and I'm going to call it Cottage. Okay, and go okay. Now the size we probably want to work with here, and let's work with 100 to start off with because we scale 1:1. You can change your font if you want. I like Century Gothic is one of my favorites. There we go. Apply. There we go. Done. So close. So it should be when I select, because it's here, when I select text, it's going to open that up. So I'm going to go on here and I'm going to type in patio. Yeah, there we go. And you'll see it's a little bit too small still. So I come back here to annotation, go to cottage. Well, I go to here, click on the little A to, and then I can click on this and maybe go 300. Let's see how that works. Close. So it should, if I attribute that, cottage to it, let's go back and there we go. You can see how it's changed the writing. Now that's unfortunately too big for me, so I can chop. I'm going to go back, make it 200, should then be better. Right, so make sure that that's on cottage. There we go, just to reflect the change. Good. So I can go around now and I can go add that patio wherever I want to. And what I can do is actually copy and paste this. So I just go copy, control V. I can add that, click into it and edit. So I can call carport, not carport, carport. And I can go around then and obviously add in all my room designations. So I can go copy, control V. So I can go bedroom, bedroom, and underneath I can say laminate as my floor finish. Laminate. Here we go. Okay. And then again, if that's too big for you, you can obviously go and make that a bit smaller. And we can go ahead and we can add in all our room designations and floor finishes. I think on the patio, I'm lacking a jacuzzi and a bra, standalone bra, but I'll go add that in the next video, and then we'll add in dimensions, and then we should be good to go to a layout.